Focus on you. Gonna focus on you. Gonna focus on you.
Focus on me then, baby.
What it is, what's up? It's your girl PYT and welcome back to my world. Thank you for staying tuned to the following video. Today's video is going to be a vibe. I'm just going to take y'all a little bit more into my world and we're going to do a Puff Puff podcast tonight. But anywho, let's go ahead and get into the video. But before we start, you know we got to roll up. So everybody go ahead and stop what you're doing. Grab your Dutch, your game sweet, your game leaf, your backwood, your papers, your bong. Grab whatever you use to get high with, and let's roll up. All right, y'all. Now everybody got their blunts in their hands and they lighter in the other. Now before we spark the blunt, every single time I do a Puff Up podcast, I want to say a chant before lighting the blunt. Now the chant's gonna go like this: God made dirt and God made trees. Let's break down this wood and get high off leaves. Okay. Period. All right, so the first thing that always came to mind when I'm just sitting here and thinking to myself while I'm smoking is like a reflection of me, a reflection of myself. And like, I'm so hard on myself most times. I ain't gonna say all the time, most times, because I tend to loosen up on myself because I am doing a good job at the age and the things that's going on in my life. But I tend to ask myself sometimes, like, if I'm in a competition with myself, do I come first or last? And I feel like if I'm in a competition with myself, I'm going to forever be in a competition with myself. So, like, I ain't going to say I come last, but you feel me, I'm going to always be there. So even if I'm not first, because I'm not going to be the first person to make it to Hollywood or Cali or, you know, to the big stars or whatever the case may be. I'm not going to be the first person, but I'm also not going to be the last because I am going to make it, you know, sooner or later. So, like, things like that just be running through my mind. Like, what be running through your mind when you just sit and you just be vibing to yourself? Like, things are like that are like a reflection of you, you know? I am going to throw out a warning. This is going to be an 18 and up page, and hopefully YouTube doesn't take down or block anything that I'm about to say or anything in this video that I'm going to post. But I remember when I first got caught smoking. Now, I didn't start smoking till I was 15. But when I was in the 6th grade, which was, I guess, 11 turning 12, I guess I was the ending of 6th grade, so I guess I'm about to turn 13. So around that time or whatever, I remember we was at the old house and I had just came home from Holiday World from school. And I go in the bathroom and I see my sister smoking and she's like, "You want to hit this?" And I'm just like, sure. Like, I don't know, like, I've already did it before, and, you know, like, I like the way that I was feeling then, so I was like, you know, let me see how I feel again. We smoking or whatever, she look at me, I look at her, and we like, let's go in the living room and listen to some music. So I'm like, nah, bitch, you bold. She was like, man, it's just a little bit, I'm just gonna be real quick. So I'm like, all right, cool, we high as fuck, not thinking about the smell, no, none of that. So we opens up the door, we go out there, we play some music. About 10 minutes later, the motherfucker is about like this fucking small, like Wu-Tang small. We still trying to hit this bitch, trying to get high as fuck. And we hear somebody coming up the steps. We not thinking nothing of it. So I'm sitting here like this in the corner trying to hit it like, and the music stopped. And I turn around, and guess who the fuck is standing right there? I'm gonna let y'all guess. Y'all guess? My daddy. My daddy was standing right there looking at us, looking at his two youngest daughters smoking weed, and trying to figure out where the fuck we got it from, this and that. You know, now that I'm just sitting here thinking, I remember the first time I was rolling blunts, like my nigga. I was so bad at rolling blunts. I used to roll banana blunts. Like, I don't know how I was doing it. Somebody told me to roll left or right, and when I rolled left or right, I literally would like, ugh, and make that bitch smell. Like, bitch, I was happy smoking it, but motherfuckers be like, what the fuck is this? And then I had Swish. We were smoking Swishes at the time. So, you know, them bitches was stale, and then it was just all types of fucked up stems in the motherfucking blunt. But I'm glad my technique started getting better and better and better. So now it takes me about like 2 minutes to roll up. If I'm being lazy as fuck, it's gonna take me about like maybe 10. You know, another thing that comes to mind, when I was younger, I was very curious of where kids came from and how we was created and stuff. But if you ever think about things, how do things really start? Like, yes, I can look it up and figure it out, but it'd be so many things and different things that be saying different shit, you know? Like, I do got time. If I'm really interested, I have the time for it, but it's just, that's the last thing that I'd be looking up. I just be curious. But, you know, I always wondered, what comes first? The plant or the seed? Like, how did the plant become? The plant happens because of the seed, but where did the seed come from? If a seed came from a fruit, but the fruit comes from a tree. Like, how does that happen? Like, you know, I'd be so curious. I got a question. What y'all be doing with y'all roaches? Y'all be killing it out? Do y'all put it out for y'all little jar or for y'all little, you feel me, y'all little roach stash? Or do y'all throw them bitches away? Comment down below and tell me what y'all do with y'all roaches. Alrighty, y'all. So now that we done got the blunt roll, let's go ahead and get into it. But before we actually start, I want to go ahead and get a shout out to the special guest, my sister, my twin, Trey 3.
Hello.
Like, literally, look at us, Trey. Bitch, actually growing up, for real, like, let's talk about it real quick. Growing up, we used to always deny that we used to look like each other. Like, no, we don't look like each other. No, we don't. Now look at us, bro. That shit's crazy. I ain't gonna cap. It's cute as fuck. I like it.
What's your name? Damn, I keep doing it. That's all I can do is this. No, you have to pull yourself up. I can't. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Look at your fucking messages, you old ass nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Like, I'm trying to remain quiet and shit, but you making it fucked up for me, for real. So this part, you need to put the music over.
Facts.
Real. Damn.
I can't do it.
That was a nice ghost.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I be trying.
Now here is the after effects of Puff Puff Podcast. Thank you for staying for the Puff Puff Podcast. I hope you relaxed and enjoy yourself while smoking with me. And the questions that I asked, sit back and think about that shit. Like, for real. And I hope to catch you in the next universe.
Miss Independent, you been had it rough. Know these niggas and bitches, they hate on you tough. Know you don't get support from your family, but you gotta run up this money, cause